Hey guys, Marauder here. I thought I would just do a collection update and show you some of the games that I've picked up. This will cover everything from the launch of the 3DS to present day. So everything I've bought between that period of time is right here in front of me. So I thought I'd go through and show you what I picked up and maybe talk a little bit about it. So let's get started. I'll start with the oldest system I bought something for, which is the NES. This is a copy of Super Tecmo Bowl for the NES. A friend of mine works at a local Goodwill and picked this up for me. Actually, Sandalphon, so you've probably seen him in previous videos. And yeah, he called me up and he's like, I've never seen this game before, and I was like, neither have I. It's not worth a lot of money, so I bought it off him for a slight profit, and you know, so now it's mine. Have not played it yet, though. I have to have time to dig my NES out of the closet. Anyway, going up in graphical quality, the next game I picked up is Threads of Fate for the PlayStation 1. This is actually interesting. A friend of mine from school actually lent me this a number of years ago, and I just never got around to playing it. And one day I said, you know, you can just come get it. And he said, well, and he goes, oh, you still have that game? And I said, yeah, I still have it. And he goes, well, just keep it. So it's mine now, I guess. I've heard it's really good. I heard it's one of the better RPGs on the system, so I'm looking forward to getting some time to play this. That's going to be a real theme throughout this video, is I wish I had time to play these. Again, going to the next graphically impressive system, at least console-wise, is for the Dreamcast. I picked up Gauntlet Legends. Picked this up for about $5 from a local play and trade. Love this game. Lots of fun with 4 people. Tested it out. Works great. Don't really have anything else to say. I mean, if you've played Gauntlet, it's not any different. You just march forward and kill people, but good game. Glad I got it. Another Dreamcast game I'm happy to have is Daytona USA. I've always been kind of poor at driving games, but still a fan, so picked this up for cheap. I think from the same play and trade, if I remember correctly. Anyway, moving on. For the PlayStation 2, I picked up Silent Hill 3. This cost me 20 bucks. It came complete with the CD, which is the reason I bought it. I actually already own this game, but when I purchased it, it did not have the CD. So, which I was not aware of when I purchased it. It wasn't until I got home and was talking to my friend LZF over Skype. He said, did you get the CD? And I said, no. And he goes, there's supposed to be a CD. So, a little disappointed, but found another copy. And, again, looking forward to playing that. The next game I picked up is a GameCube game called Smashing Drive. It's I'd like to call it kind of Burnout style, but it's not quite as good as Burnout. Basically, you drive a taxi and you just try to outrace this other computer-controlled car. There's not much to it. You pick up a couple weapons and turbo boosts and whatnot. But it's okay. I mainly picked it up because I have good memories of this from when the GameCube first came out, and that says a lot because this game is not very good, but still kind of fun to play, especially since I picked it up for, like, I think $2-3 at a GameStop, so not disappointed. The next game I picked up is a game called Phantom Brave We Meet Again for the Nintendo Wii. I bought this on the recommendation of my friend Phoenix923, who said it was fantastic. One thing I was disappointed about was it comes with a CD-ROM of some screensavers and other digital art, but there's supposed to be a tray in here for it, and there is no tray in here for it, so I have to go online and somehow locate one of those. But, yeah, again, have not played this yet, but happy to have it. The next Wii game I picked up is Samurai Warriors 3. If you've played Dynasty Warriors, it's really no different. I'm a casual fan of the Dynasty Warriors series. I pick up a game here or there, but not a big fan of it. The reason I picked this up, though, was because at Target, they had it marked for $12, down from $50. And the fact that it has online two-player co-op over Nintendo Wi-Fi, it just sounded like a good thing to me, so I picked it up. I have actually played this. Me and my friend Phoenix923 played it, and it was fun. I mean, again, it's Dynasty Warriors, so what do you expect, but still, fun game. On to the next console. For the Xbox 360, I picked up Tomb Raider Underworld, brand new for $10, working my way through this. I am a Tomb Raider fan. I like the Tomb Raider games in general, mainly because I like Indiana Jones, and these games are very much that style of exploration and archaeology. So, you know, I have fun with these. And that's the most recent one. I cannot wait for the new one to come out, the one where she's all redesigned to be a little bit more realistic looking, and she has a bow and arrow, so that might be fun. The next game I picked up for the 360 is Enslaved Odyssey to the West. GameStop that I was at was having a sale, and this game was in the sale bin for $15 new. I've heard it's good, but I've heard it's short. I didn't want to pay more than $15 for it, honestly, so very happy to have this. Can't wait to get my hands on it, but you know, time and all that. Next game I picked up, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds. Picked this up day one, playing it a lot with friends, playing it online, having fun with it. Not very good at fighting games. They're not necessarily what I excel at, but I still really like them. So, and a huge fan of the Versus series. I think I own about every Versus game, with the exception of Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. They're hard to find, and they're expensive if you can find them, but love the game. Kind of pissed off about the DLC thing they're doing, what with $5 a character, and they're going to try giving you, like, I think 24 characters. Just not in the mood to pay that much for them. Next game is Final Fantasy 13. My friend Sandalphon, this was his copy, and he got really angry at it or something and hated it. And he sold it to me for $15. I never judge a game unless I've played it. If somebody asks me my opinion on a game, I always say, I've heard it's bad. I never say, that's a bad game, unless I've played it and I know so. So, people have been bashing this game left and right, and then again I've heard some people really like this game. I don't know which side of the fence I fall on, so why not try it, especially for $15. I started playing this. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm about an hour into it. So, not much to say as of yet, but looking forward to playing this more. And the last game I have, well actually not the last game, moving on to the handheld side of things. For the 3DS, I bought Super Street Fighter 4. You may have seen this in my unboxing video. It's good. It's solid. It plays a lot like the console versions. One thing that they did in this version was they added on the touchscreen 4 buttons that can execute special moves just by tapping it. And at first I thought I wouldn't like that because I thought it would keep the balance a little off. But honestly, if everybody has access to them, it's fine by me. And I actually enjoy playing with them quite a bit on the handheld because it just makes it easier to pull off moves that I know I would never be able to do. Especially given the fact that, again, I'm not that good at fighting games. The next handheld game I picked up, for $10 used, I found Legend of the Unemployed Ninja Izuna, or Izuna Legend of the Unemployed Ninja, however you say that. And if you saw my DS collection video, I have the second one of this. So when I found the first one, I picked it up just for completion's sake. Started playing this. Interesting. It's a rogue-like RPG, and for those of you who don't know, rogue RPGs are where there's one character in your party, you, that you control, and if you die, you lose all of your equipment and you get sent back to some safe area, or maybe the game starts over depending on what game you're playing. But in this one, it's that kind where if you're in a dungeon and you die, they save your game and they put you outside the dungeon again, without anything you picked up while you were in the dungeon. So it's difficult but fun. I like the combat system. Basically, when you move one square, every other enemy moves as well, and so you can strategize and see them coming. And then the combat system is you just hit A to attack, and everything else is just based off your stats, defense, and such. Good game. Enjoying this quite a bit. Moving on, I picked up Pokemon White. I have been a fan of Pokemon for a while, starting on the Game Boy and moving my way up. The last Pokemon game before this that I played was Pokemon Ruby on the Game Boy Advance, and after that I kind of got tired of it. But my friend Sandalphon bought Pokemon White and said it was really, really good. He was really enjoying it, and so I went out to get a copy because it had been a couple years and I was kind of in the mood for a Pokemon game. I wanted to get Black, obviously, but they didn't have Black at the store that I went to, so I picked up White instead because I saw a little difference. I'm having fun with this. It's a simple, straightforward RPG that doesn't take a lot of time to do, that doesn't require a lot of thought and a lot of puzzle solving. It's just a fun game to play that's not very difficult. And sometimes that's just what you want, is a fun, easy game to just lose yourself in. And that's basically what this game is for me, and I'm enjoying it a lot, more than I thought I would. The next game I picked up just this morning, actually, is Bleach, the Third Phantom. I'm a Bleach fan, and the DS games have always been good. I have Blade of Fate, and I heard the second fighting game in the series was also good, if I can ever find it. But this is a real-time, or a turn-based strategy game that I heard was decent, and for the price that they were asking for it at the store I went to, didn't seem too bad, so picked it up. Can't wait to get into this one. But as you can see, I have quite a bit to keep myself occupied. Anyway, moving on. The next DS game, Radiant Historia. I got a funny story about this. I've been wanting this game for a while, and I sold a Sega Dreamcast that I had, because I have a lot of those. And the guy gave me, I don't remember, a lot of money for it. Good deal. So I went out to pick this game up, and I went into a GameStop and said, yeah, do you have Radiant Historia? And the girl goes, no. And I said, well, can you type it into your computer and look? And she goes, why? I don't want to. And I said, why? What's the matter? And she says, I want to buy that game after I get off work, and if you buy it, it's the last copy. And I said, well, I want to buy it. I'll go over and find it and bring it up here, but, you know, one way or the other. So, have not played this yet. Looking forward to it, but she was really upset, which was kind of funny. Another thing was, I looked on Amazon to buy this because I get a lot of games off of Amazon, and this was going for upwards of $60. GameStop had it for $35. So I picked it up the minute I saw it. And the last game that I bought, and I actually bought this at the GameStop I bought Radiant Historia at, for my PSP, picked up Third Birthday. And I started playing this yesterday and today. I'm liking this a lot. I've heard a lot of things about the game, a lot of negative things, and again, I don't want to judge a game, but this is one that I'm enjoying. The thing is, I like my PSP. If you see my PSP collection video, I have quite a few games. And there's not a lot coming out for it right now, mainly because developers don't necessarily see a lot of profit in developing for the system. So when this game was announced, I snatched it up, mainly just to have something to play on my PSP. And also, upon buying the game, they threw in the manual, or the strategy guide, for a discounted price. I don't usually buy strategy guides, and this game kind of feels like one of those games you wouldn't need a strategy guide for, but for the price that they wanted for this, they were like, we will take $10 off of this, which made it like $10. I couldn't resist, so this is going into my stack of strategy guides. Anyway, that is my collection update for April 21st. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you saw some games in here that you were curious about. I'm looking forward to digging into a lot of these. But anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Marauder, and I'll catch you later.